All right. I think we're live. Now the question is, are we live? Not yet. Getting ready though. Okay. What a lovely Tuesday evening for some, afternoon for others. There we go. Joining, starting the listening. Oh, I'm invited. I respond. I accept. Boop, beep, boop, bop. Probably gonna have to leave and come back. It's not working, is it? That's what I get for being too quick, huh? That's all right. I'm joining. Oh, it says I'm co-host, but I couldn't talk. It's going to be one of those days. It's all right, though. Ay, ay, ay.
Hello everyone. Let's take another minute to get Blanks up here as a co-host, and we'll get started soon. We'll let people trickle in.
It's so stupid. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. We'll try again. Oh, look at all that garbage. Let's start listening. All right. Well, I guess this will work.
Well, it shows you as a co-host to me, so I think we're good.
Okay. If it says so, we'll just roll with it. Welcome back to Tuesday Tezday. I'm here with the real host, Kryptonio, and tonight we're doing a community call. These are always a little different because the point isn't one conversation, it's the room, the people. The people building, the people shipping, the people organizing, and the people who've been quietly keeping things moving. Over the last few days, there have been a lot of signals flying around, and it's easy for it to turn into fragments. So tonight, I want to slow that down and make it usable. If you're working on something, share what changed recently. If you're stuck, name the blocker cleanly. If you have something worth people seeing, drop it in the chat. Give it a sentence of context. We'll do a short rundown up top, and then we'll open it up and let people take the mic. If you want to speak, throw those requests up, and we'll get you up on stage. The first story tonight is over on news.tezoscommons.org. Tez Sign and the BLS Signer Era by Libertez. If you've been hearing TZ4 and BLS more lately, this piece is basically the clean bridge between protocol changes and what bakers have to do in the real world to keep up. The headline is simple: faster blocks and broader attestations change the signing requirements. And that is why the signer stack is getting more serious. The article walks through why consumer hardware signers are hitting limits, why BLS signature aggregation matters, and where TezSign fits in as a community-backed option built by Tez Capital. It also gets into the practical side, what the TezSign stack includes, what hardware it runs on, and the bakers building for bakers angle that made it worth highlighting. If you bake or just want to understand why Talon and TZ4 are pushing new tooling into the spotlight, read this one. We'll drop the link. Next story is a spotlight piece called Back to Basics: Why Open Blockchains Still Matter. This one is basically a reset for anyone who feels like crypto got buried under price talk and trend crashing. It starts with that first real moment of using a wallet, writing down a seed phrase, sending a tiny test transfer. That feeling of, wait, I can actually move value myself. From there, it stays focused on a few ideas that still matter if you're here for the original point of public chains. First, self-custody and direct transfers. If you sign it, it goes. No middle step, no approval screen, no weird business hours. Second, permissionless building and access. If a contract is valid, it can go live. If you have a wallet, you can use what's already there. Same rules for everyone. Third, governance and participation. The article frames Tezos as a place where upgrades are part of the system and where you can participate beyond just using apps, whether that is delegating, staking, or running infrastructure. It's not trying to sell you on some future promise. It's more like, here's what open chains were supposed to be, and how it looks like in practice. If you want the full piece, it's over on spotlight.tezos.com. If you're trying to keep up with what's actually happening across Tezos, the baking sheet makes it easier. It's a short weekly email that pulls together the project updates and community activity that matter without padding it out. Just the things worth knowing that week. You can sign up at bakingsheet.tezoscommons.org. Quick reminder that nominations for the Tezos Community Rewards Program are open. There are two ways to nominate. You can fill out the short form over at tezoscommons.org/rewards, or you can post on social media using the hashtag TezosCRP, which is the tag we track. If you're tagging someone else's post, that's enough. If you're making your own post, like a short list of names, add a line about what each person did, please. That context helps the review process immensely. So again, use the form or tag hashtag TezosCRP with your reason. If you're new to Tezos or helping someone get set up, Kukai is one of the easiest wallets to start with. It runs in the browser, doesn't require a big setup process, and makes it simple to send, receive, and interact with Tezos right away. If you want something lightweight that gets out of the way, Kukai is a great place to start. All right, that's the top line stuff. Now we do the part I actually care about, which is hearing what people are doing right now. If you want the mic, jump in with your name and what you're focused on, and then give one specific ask. It could be feedback, testers, collaborator, eyes on a post, whatever. Just drop your link in chat and we'll keep it moving. But if you keep talking, I'm going to cut. No, you're more than welcome to stay up here and chat all you want. So, Kryptonio, my man, how are you? Are you surviving over there?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm surviving. Yeah,
Rough.
well, it's the when you have kids, it's easy to get sick. They get sick, then it goes all around the house.
No, there's no sickness. When you have kids, you are invincible and the world rests on your shoulders and there's no weakness and there's no crying in baseball.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Oh, doing great. Not sleeping, but that's a choice. It's not some byproduct of maybe
Are
it is
you
a
like
byproduct of bad
hacking or
habits.
what?
What's that?
Why are you? Why aren't you sleeping? Are you hacking or what?
No. No, quite the opposite. I'm sitting on my butt for hours on hours on hours on end. I have
Wait,
been
I didn't say hiking. I said hacking
Yeah, no, I haven't been
on your
hiking. I
computer.
don't I don't like to go hiking.
Oh man.
No, I don't hack. That's horrible. That sounds I like to examine advantages and exploits and just look. I don't like to hack. That's weird. Who does that stuff?
Yeah.
Definitely not MB, you know.
Yeah. I've been looking into, those all those what is it named now? Clawbot, Maltbot, or what? OpenClaw? I think it renamed like three
Bro,
times.
I have zero of that automation running myself. I don't. If anything, I'm gonna order like I think I can order like a $30 phone that I can get delivered, and I can run it on the phone. So I might do that.
Okay, so you can run it on your phone as well, right? I didn't know that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It needs some RAM. It needs a place to be stored. It needs network access. It needs Node.
Hmm. Right.
It's like your standard server. It just does things on its own. It's like some people are saying it's what we wanted Siri or Alexa to always be like in the first place.
Right. Yeah. It's
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
like Jarvis
It's
from
your
the
little online
Avengers.
buddy. It's like if you can help figure out how to control it and not let it go too crazy, it can do some cool stuff for you.
Yeah. I'm also wondering, like, how safe it is. How like couldn't somebody create some sort of not a virus per se, but something to that will target those agents, bots,
Oh,
and
the number one
get
skill downloaded from the like quote unquote like community forum was malware. So I mean, you tell me.
yeah, probably. But it's
It's
crazy. It's
it's a
crazy,
weird
like
one,
how
man.
fast it's
Remember you have
evolving
to
and how
install it,
fast it's going.
and if you tell it to install it, you told it to. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah, I get it, but I mean, it's crazy the stuff that I read online. With it, people, having their own Discord servers with like 10 or 15 of those AI agents all working together, and it feels like a normal Discord server with people in it talking and working, and at the end of the day, it's just one person with its bots, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Discord, Telegram. I think there's people who even run it through their GitHub page. Like they'll just write comments. Like they'll like write comments on the comments and be like, "Yo, you did this wrong. Fix it." And the thing will check it. Be like, "Oh, we need to revisit it." It's pretty wild.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Things are changing, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish this shit was around like 2020, 2021 when we were starting to get going because it felt like people had magic And if we had this available right then, I don't know what would have happened.
Yeah. By the way, I have pinned up here in the space Baking Benjamin's Tezos.systems. I don't know if you check that website, but he vibe coded a website around his governance mostly and more stats, which people can check. And he was really looking for feedback and stuff. So if people want to go check it out and see maybe what else they would
Yeah.
like to see,
I want to go check it out.
you know,
I'll check it
it
out on
has
the computer.
all the upgrades and everything, and you can like click and see what each upgrade did, and uh, have a bunch of other stuff as well. Pretty cool. The Matrix background though.
Oh, I love it. I love that old school
Yeah.
look. All right,
I,
what am I looking for? I'm looking for you. I've still not mastered the searching on this.
mm,
Oh, look at
let's
that.
see.
It's nice looking. That's fun.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Alien Farm.
Alien from. Oh yeah, man. Right.
I think I still have some Paul just for, memory's sake.
It was a Dex, and it had farms as well. The alien. Yeah.
Hmm.
With the Paul token, that was some fun, man.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. If you knew about it, you were printing. If you didn't, you looked at us like we were stupid and crazy. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Uh, Yep. See.
I like his glowing effect he has on the Tezos system. I have it in a dark mode, so I don't know if it looks different. Let me turn it off. Let me turn it off for this. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, it looks way different for me. This looks good.
Wait, where do you set the dark and light modes on
I
the
run a
website?
personal dark mode, like a dark mode thing,
Oh, okay.
because I can't
Because
I
it feels like a dark mode for me as well. To be honest.
oh, it looks really good. That's most sites don't have dark mode in mind, and I think a lot of people still like that bright, like your brain hurts. I don't know why, but
Mm.
well, welcome to those of you who have joined us. I appreciate you. It's a simple, slow Tuesday. We're just kind of shooting the stuff, talking about stuff. I've been messing with coding with like Chat GPT. I mean, you could kind of do it before, but they've kind of enabled anyone who has any sense of giving directions. Turned it into like a 3D printer for code. If you get good projects and you get good people to teach you how to do it, you can make amazing things. Otherwise, it's just like turd after turd after turd. It's fun though.
Yeah. Oh wait, I just saw that. So it looks like I've created some sort of what do we call that? An MCP server like for CloudBot for Etherlink. Have you seen that?
Oh, the skill? He created some skills.
Yeah, the skill. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
those are cool.
you can have Etherlink work natively inside the DevTools. Interesting.
Yeah. Remember to never send an AI anything you wouldn't send into Facebook on the front page.
Sorry,
You have
what?
It just if you have private important things, don't send it to the AI. Is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
use use that
Mm,
kind of judgment. Like, expect it. No, don't think that they're gonna put your stuff on the front page, but
yeah.
expect that
I
your
wouldn't.
data is going to be looked at and shared. It's not private.
All right. I think
Well, bro, I
also
expect in
that
a couple weeks, man, people will start talking about some weird stuff they're building. Like, I mean, if you want to build like a render engine that turns like video into like moving art, and you have this idea that you want to just make like a Donnie Darko like knockoff, and you have no idea where to start, you can just do that now, which is insane.
yeah, I think I've mentioned it in the past, but I've messed around a little bit with Lovable. Are you familiar with lovable.dev?
I believe so. I think I know some people who've used it. I'm not real sure what it is.
Yeah. I was actually pretty impressed because it could create like applications and stuff pretty well. Although, the free version is very limited, but it was like 2 3 months ago. I did get a subscription for a month or two, and I could, like, you could create an MVP pretty easily, and well done MVP. Not just broken left and right. And you could have it either as a web app, or you could even create it in React or whatever it's
Crazy.
needed to have it like in native apps. Yeah. But yeah, the whole AI thing, man, it's so hard to follow, right? Like every
I
day you hear
it's like
something new,
crypto,
some
man.
new
You just put your
development.
finger down in the moment and you say, "Okay, I'm going to follow from here." And eventually you either
Yeah.
catch up with what's going on, you leave it all behind, or you forget about it, but that's unfortunately all you can do. There's no quick start. I mean, there is. There's lots of quick start guides. Lots of people are trying to get people into it, but
Yeah.
it's a weird one. I know a guy who patented some tech that he just created, some hardware, which I think is pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, there are models you can run like on a phone that can see you, that can hear you, and can talk to you.
Yeah, that's not very surprising, to be honest. I mean, you could already kind of do that, right?
Yeah, but I mean now it's like, Siri knows if you're paying attention. Like, look at me. Pay attention to me. No, it's just it the vision models have gotten crazy because I've seen examples like you can get these open source models that people have trained where they actually track objects, like live camera feeds. They're trained to track objects. You can get models that obviously change your voice. You can do all kinds of stuff with this stuff. It's wild.
Yeah, and the video generation part of the AI is evolving tremendously. Like, uh, I was watching like I think it was on X a post I saw that where it was comparing. They were saying like the test is the Will Smith eating spaghetti video.
Oh
That
yeah.
was the first one that was created, and how it looked in 2023 and compared to now 2026, it's like day and night. And in a year or so, we might not even be able, to tell which videos are AI and which are not.
I think we will always be able to tell because they will look great, and nobody is that good.
I'm not sure. Like
It's
you,
the
you could
uncanny
even
valley. You'll always be
think,
able to tell if it's AI of you, man. And like right now, I can clone my
yeah,
voice, and in general, most people can't tell the difference. My kids and my wife, they know immediately. That's AI. That's not you.
yeah. We'll see, because you could say that they could like include the imperfections on purpose as well, to make
That's
it
the next
look
step.
more real.
Is unfortunately, yeah. That's
Yeah,
the next step is humanizing it.
yeah.
But right now, it's pretty fun to mess with. I'll tell you what.
Sure.
Repurposing it for
Mm.
things that it wasn't technically made for, breaking the terms of service, but like not, but breaking them, you know. uh,
And at the
any,
same time, I'm
yeah,
scrolling and pinning interesting stuff from the ecosystem so people
yeah,
can take a look in case they missed it. We also had the post from Nomadic Labs about one of the features they plan to include in the next proposal to start about the quantum, you know,
yeah,
post
yeah.
quantum user keys.
That's not a common question in my circles, so that one's cool, I guess.
And I think that the next upgrade is gonna have a lot of features. Actually, it's gonna be a big one. Let's see.
They screwed up,
It's
man. They
the
should have done
U.
the quantum one like
U.
3 upgrades ago.
Why?
Well, it's like could have been Q.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kidding, man. Oh, I probably lost sound. Did I lose sound? I love this. I think I lost sound. Yeah, I can see him talking, but I'm not talking. Ay, ay, ay. All right. I'm dropping down. I'm no longer a speaker. Try it again. You know, it's awesome. At least it's just a button click, you know? This used to stress me out. Oh, look at that. It won't even start. That's how good we're doing today, folks. Hey, look, it's right there. Start listening. Oh, it crashed. um,
I did see that they were pushing out some new features on X as well, some filters and stuff. So, every time they do that, they break something else. I wouldn't even be surprised if that affects it somehow. Okay. I
I,
think I'm okay. You're back. Yeah.
I blame.
Are you back?
Yeah, I blame. I blame. It's cold outside, and I'll just blame the cold.
Yeah.
I'll do the old man thing. It's cold outside. Let's breathe the cold. Did you say they're updating X?
Oh, they pushed out some new features, some filters I saw. Like you could filter posts from somebody from their profiles, with
Ooh,
latest, most likes and stuff like that.
interesting.
I didn't I didn't test it yet, but I saw the post.
Yeah, this whole thing is like held together with like duct tape and glue and hammered in screws. So as they harden every little part of it, it gets a little better. But they gotta harden it.
Yeah.
They gotta figure out what part looks like it's working and never did. Those kind of things.
Oh, by the way, I saw an interesting post from Nikita, uh, where he was saying that he wanted to work on a video editor for X, and he was saying the thing he had in mind would normally take like 3 months of coding development, but then he tried to vibe code it, and he actually had an MVP in like one day, and he was like, I could have it finished by Sunday, which was like 2 3 days later. But then I thought, who is gonna be using like video editors in 2 3 months anyway? Like everything will be with text commands or whatever. You don't need like the
I
traditional
mean,
video editors
I'll
anymore.
I'll be editing because I don't trust it. I don't think it catches some things still. But
Yeah,
I mean, that's like it. I think these things are amazing for what they can do if you split it up. Like if you split the work appropriately, if you think this thing is going to swoop in and take care of it all for you, it's going to do a pretty half-assed job on everything.
yeah.
I don't know. It's like a fancy pen, dude. I mean, it writes really fast and it works really well, and I love it for what it does. One day, if it can replace the dude, it can't reason. We still know this. Like, it can't reason. You can just
Yeah,
create
yeah,
decision trees, but it can't reason.
yeah.
I don't know. It's cool. It's a cool spot. I mean, it's like a really fancy tool. I feel like we're at the next level of computer chip. If that makes sense, like we're
Mm,
moving away from like just like a computer core to like something that thinks on its own, but is basically still needs an operating system to use.
yeah.
if
I
you
think
can
it
if you
was
could
like
write
good idea.
hello
The whole
world
mold.
and stuff, dude, you like the prompters of today are the old coders of the 60s and 70s.
True. Yeah, I do believe that. Not at the same level, but still, yeah. Prompting like is a serious skill in this day and
is
era.
it is it I don't know, man. And I think Rick Rubin, do you think Rick Rubin has skill?
Which is proven.
He's this really famous guy who's really good at getting artists and producers together, and he's always like a producer on the record, but he doesn't do anything other than get them together. Like, he's a networking guy. He's got the
Yeah.
vibes.
See. I think it is an important skill, but I don't think it is a hard one. Like you can easily, learn how to prompt by trying and getting some experience. But I do think it is a skill. Like somebody that has not still got into AI, hasn't used it much and everything. You can't get the same results on your first tries, on your first time that you start using AI. Eventually, obviously, you learn, but there are some tricks, some specific, um, ways to format your prompts that always give you better results.
Yeah. I like thinking about the fact that there are like certain parts of it that they still don't understand. It's like a
Well,
chemical
I
reaction that they
think
can't explain.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, uh they have AI to train AI after a point, right? So they cannot know exactly the process or the training. I was watching a great video by GP Gray, or what was a YouTube channel, a good YouTube channel, where it was explaining even the algorithms that are used, on YouTube and so on, how they are trained and evolving. And they basically have like a bot. Imagine having a bot creating and copying a bunch of other algorithms and bots, and whichever performs better, they keep them and they destroy all the rest, and then they copy with a small variation the good ones, and then the even better results are held on. So they are like evolving, like we had with human evolution, with new traits coming up, and but that's accelerated, obviously. So
How do you
deep
think
inside, they don't know
Claudebot works, man?
exactly.
How do you think
Yeah.
Claudebot works?
What what do you
It,
mean? The Cloudbot
it's
is like
exactly what you
I
just
thought it
said.
is like a wrapper for the other AI models, right?
Right, but at the same time, it forces behavior that does what you just described. It
Yeah.
uses sub agents and it mobs things. It uses something called a Ralph process
Yeah.
where it does
Yeah.
things in
Yeah.
very,
Yeah.
very small bites and sends multiple at it until it gets it right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy if you think about it, man. And
Yeah, and we have that at
and
our fingertips, man.
the
We
whole
have it.
mold book, the forum, well,
Dude,
where
that
they
was
have
just hype, man. That's like clever advertising, dude. A lot of that's all.
it is. It is. I do believe that it is. A lot of hype involved, but it's still good. Like even without that forum specifically, even if you put 10 of your own agents into a server and have them talk to each other, I think it makes a difference. You know what I mean? Than have it so isolated.
It's pretty wild to think that you can have little homies doing things for you out there in the world. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Well,
I've been
sure do
thinking
enjoy
and I
you
still
all.
can't like think. Yeah. And I still can't come up with like, how could you utilize all the stuff, um, somehow connected with Tezos?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know right now.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
My thoughts are like all over the place.
I mean, like obviously, when it comes to like any type of creative process, you can do a lot of really cool things now that you couldn't before.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to make like a GIF converter to just turn it to like old school like Apple CRT style like ASCII interpreter basically. And then I was like, man, forget this. I want shading. I want depth. I want reflections. I want all this stuff. And so I just kind of went off and just to see what ChatGPT would come up with. By the end of it, it had like basically created a fully 3D render engine that just expressed in ASCII code.
Yeah, and that's the other thing that now when you need a tool, you don't necessarily have to find one. You can after a point you can create your own tools now, which is again game
It,
changing
it's
in a way.
almost easier to find somebody else's version of a like feature you want in your tool and you just tell it like
Hmm.
steal the feature I want off of this file that I dropped in root and then it'll ignore the file, it'll build a program around it, but it'll steal all the features you want and you just keep doing that until you have your dream tool.
Yeah.
I mean there's obviously like
And
technical stuff to it, like you can't just be like build me a plugin that lets me do X, Y, and Z. And it will. It'll let you do X, Y, and Z. That's all it'll do. Like it won't understand the nuance or the context of what X, Y, and Z really means unless you explain it. And then all of a sudden it gets into like the nitty gritty. It starts creating like roadmaps, like plans, milestones. It starts doing ridiculous stuff, man. And you can get it. I've had it one shot a few things. I think the longest I've had it work was like 2 hours and 43 minutes or something like that. That's when you know you got something good, when it goes longer than half an hour.
Okay. I thought it would work nonstop.
Whoa, did I just become co-host? What just happened?
Well, you were a co-host, at
Dude,
least
this whole
in my
site's so
screen.
janky. I just watched myself like change. Anyway, sorry. It's all
No,
right.
it's fine.
Yeah, man.
What's up,
There's a lot
Juniper?
of
What's
stuff you
up,
can do that's very
Lex?
simple with this AI stuff. Really simple, like things that you wouldn't think of. Like, um, for example, I use Photopea. I don't use like I use the basically it's like Photoshop and
I used Photopea as well. Yeah, I
did
actually
the
use it
ads
as
in the
well.
browser bug you?
Yeah, lately, and that's why I stopped using it.
So
Actually,
I have a script,
I was
bro.
using Brave browser. I was using Brave browser, and because it was blocking the ads that they added after a point, it wasn't working on Brave, so I just gave up with it,
I have a
and
script
been
that
using Canva.
specifically targets the ads in Photopea, and now I can use it with no ads, and it works fine.
Nice.
The
It would
world is
like
your oyster
freeze
right
for
now,
me.
bro.
Brave.
The world is your
Yeah.
oyster. If there's some pain point, some friction you feel in a like a thing, and you've always just accepted it as that's just how it is, that's the mindset. I think that if you're quick enough to figure out how to stop thinking like that, you can start really figuring out how to use this stuff. There's just a lot of
Yeah.
stuff you and I have come to accept as mediocre and has to be that way, and it doesn't.
Yeah. One thing I'm happy for is that um, now with all this vibe coding and everything, you can finally get more, not necessarily apps, but even products, website, even if they are simple. Like I felt we had a lack of um, UI developers, front-end developers, to create the websites. Like back in the day, I knew a bunch of people that could code smart contracts when we were the market and everything was higher and everything. I I had people that could create smart contracts, but I didn't know anybody free, at least to free regarding time to create the front end, the websites. And now it takes you like one prompt to create a website, maybe two. I don't know.
Yeah,
So
front end development is insanely easy right now.
yeah,
It's not always the best
yes,
looking.
you can make it. You can make it great looking. Actually, I've seen some great examples. I think. And you
I
can
made
always combine tools. You can combine AI, to do some research on the best practices and everything, and then implement those things with another AI tool to create your front end in that way, and so on. So that's
yes.
another thing that you should be
Yeah,
doing,
combining
right?
tools compresses, but it also
Yeah.
like if you have drift too, it compresses drift. Just keep that in mind.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, drift is when you start like so. The idea is you have like an end goal that you're working toward, and like let's say working with AI is like flying to the moon, and let's say you're like 99.7% of the way there at the beginning, and you just keep flying toward the moon. By the time you go to where you think the moon is, how far off course are you?
Yeah. A lot.
Yeah, so that's pretty much like drift. So you just try to keep the thing aligned to the goals. Use like things like quote unquote deterministic testing. That's a good word, buzzword for you. But
Do you still have like a lot of drift with Cloudbot as well?
Do I still have a lot
Do
of
you know?
drift with Claudebot? I don't use Claudebot.
Not you specifically. I mean, in general, if you're aware,
From what I
is it better
understand,
with
man,
Cloudbot
if
because
you
of the
don't set up
persistent
your
memory and everything? That's why I'm asking.
guardrails, which should be your hard limits, like, well, and then hard limits too. There's guardrails that can go off the guardrails. There's hard limits that can go off the hard limits, and then you got to have like, your emergency pull the plug. But you're putting this thing out into the world, and you're saying go do things as you see fit, and so it's going to do things. It's going to do exactly what it
Yeah, but
wants
you,
to. So imagine the days of arbitrage bots. Do you remember those? Or like
yeah,
your
yeah,
and just think like that, but on the scale of like check your email and schedule appointments and reply to clients, cold contact people.
yeah.
Back in the day, we used to have auto dialers, and it would go through and it would call people, and it would keep track of if it was a girl or if no business, or if it was out of service, or if it was a data line, and it would just it was a program you ran. So imagine if now when it calls, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I got the wrong number. Is this? And then it would give the wrong number and see what the person would say. Like, I mean, these are all kinds of things that it can do on its own.
Yeah. Wait, I have to start looking into it more. Like maybe even I don't know, install it.
It's
But
tough to articulate what it can do for you until you decide to like poke it with a stick and see what it can
yeah,
do for you.
yeah, that's the thing. That's true. That's true.
I've been mainly just focused on the coding and loading local models on my video card. So it's just been seeing what I can do with engine, like the different types of engines. What can I generate? Generative sound, generative video, generative images, text, all of it. Working with the like quote unquote uncensored, like obliterated versions is real wild too.
Interesting. I did see a request from Lex, but I still see him as a listener. I don't know if it is glitching. I did approve. Lex, are
That's
you
always the
up?
that's always the first thing I hear. I think he's on mute. I don't know if it's a glitch. Yes, it is a
Okay.
glitch.
As soon as you speak, you become a speaker. So that's been going for like the past few weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Insert mean do something with a stick. What's up, guys?
So,
Girls? How's
dog.
everyone doing?
All
Chilling,
good.
chilling. Finally getting some sun and warm weather here in Miami. That winter was enduring for 2 weeks. But yeah, didn't catch the rest of it. I was Google Ads meeting all morning. But you guys are talking about little AI and sites and stuff like that. I'm sure you guys caught. Just want to throw some miscellaneous stuff in here. So crypto.com last week or a couple of weeks ago bought AI.com for over $70 million. Did you guys catch that?
I saw that.
Yeah.
I think it was the ad on Super Bowl or something.
Right. So once, okay, so that has been the biggest domain uh, acquisition, I think, after Voice, which is that whole Mark Cuban thing, right? I think voice.com was like 30 mil. But what's interesting is that that acquisition happened through crypto. That was an exchange. So they actually exchanged, I believe it was $70 million in Bitcoin. It was a
Wow.
it was a crypto transaction from
I didn't know that. I
crypto.com.
saw I saw that
Yeah.
it was 70 millions, but I didn't know it was in crypto.
Yes. So that's kind of
Pretty
really
crazy.
interesting. It's interesting. It's a kind of for crypto, it's like, oh, what can you buy with crypto? Oh, a $70 million domain, right? And then it becomes AI.com. So yeah, the site actually, took a shit in the middle of the Super Bowl ad when everyone was trying to register their handle because they're offering free handles after AI.com. So you
If you
can
give
get
them
whatever
your
you
credit
want.
card, you got to give them a credit card and like KYC
Right.
and a
You
bunch
got
of
Yeah.
other fun stuff.
Right. And
And
then
it did,
while that was happening, the site went down. It was down for a good 20 minutes before they can get back up.
Bummer.
yeah. And I saw comments like it did look like a vibe coded website, right? Like it wasn't anything crazy.
It
Well, you would
was.
think it would have to use its own software to do it, right?
I think
Yeah,
it's just
I
a big
assume, yeah.
like Claudebot platform. You get to rent one. They'll give you a free one to start and get you hooked on it. Who
Yeah,
knows,
I think
man?
it's I think it's along the lines of like it's gonna who's gonna be the first one to do the WordPress of of bots, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Mm-hmm.
anyone can do it. Just drag and drop. Oh, you want this here? Because we've been doing it out of like Gitcoin and all that, the folders and doing all that on Spatial for the past 2 years, where it's like, okay, we have like little meetings and okay, this is you want to create your own agent or your own little chat window. Okay, all this and that. When you get close to the thing, and it's cool. But there's actually someone instructing on how to do it and stuff like that for whoever comes up with the first. I mean, and that's run through OpenAI. That's where the source, all the data comes from. You feed it to OpenAI, and then it feeds all those other folders over there, which is fine. But a lot of us were thinking and talking about like, okay, yeah, who's going to be the first one? And I'm wondering if it's that they have enough resources to do that there. I'm not sure who the source is, right? Because there's only 4 sources, right? I mean, who is it? It's OpenAI. Who else? Gemini is Google, right?
Yeah.
Claude is Twitter X, right? Who's
Grok is Twitter X.
right? Grok. And
Yeah.
who's Perplexity?
Perplexity, I don't remember whose it was.
So I mean, I'm thinking
Like,
before they made that, I'm sure they already had something. In my opinion, just me. I'm sure they had something already, some IP, right? Before they said, okay, why should we get this domain?
Do you
Yeah.
think maybe it's a Chinese competitor that got clearance to fly?
I haven't thought about that.
Just saying, like it could be, it could be
Who
totally like
owns? Well, who owns Crypto.com?
I have no idea. Let me Google.
Queue up. Queue.
The Google. Actually, you know what? I'll grok it. Let's ask Grok.
Grok it.
Who
Just
owns
grok it. Oh, who's gonna come
crypto.com?
up with a commercial? Just grok it. Just
Just
grok
grok
it,
it.
man.
Just grok it.
Just grok it. Grok it.
All right. And are they Chinese? No, I'm not going to put that in. All right. All right. So it's founded in originally as Monaco. Chris Marzalek.
So, held company, privately held by Forestax AP, subsidiary of Malta, based Forestax, founded in 2016. Monaco, Chris Marzalek, 2018. Yeah, I remember that shit.
so getting back to the AI.com, like what exactly? I don't think I understand the value there. Like, what exactly are you buying when you give your credit card? Like, okay, you reserve your handle, you buy your handle, but what is it for? Like, are you gonna launch your own agent with that link, or
I
like
think so.
what exactly? So it would be like, how would the handles look like? AI.com slash, I don't know, Kryptonia or what? Like, do you have any idea on the formats or?
Yeah, like any other social media site, right? You want to reserve your handle, right? I
Mm-hmm.
went through. I mean, I register, a handful of domains a month, so I'm constantly, So I went through a bunch of stuff, and a lot of it is taken. A lot of the stuff that even we would mess around with, or stuff that I was like, okay, I wonder if this person already did it. Yes, they did. or did this person did it? And they haven't. So there's going to be a lot of that. And um,
Okay,
I
yeah,
mean, I
but
did.
what is the platform giving you? That's what I don't understand. What is the product? It's not social network, right? It's gonna
I
be
don't.
like
I
what the
personally don't know. I went ahead and reserved just. I reserved Tech Mental just across the
Mhm.
board, make sure nobody else. Whatever, whatever. And I also reserved the name of the agent. You know, and just to like okay, and I was like okay, I tried some like corporate names and they were all reserved, and I tried a very bland name like computer or whatever it is, whatever. And some of the stuff were not taken. Just to see and how if there was a difference between the bot name, I'm sorry, the agent name and the actual handle. I think it's going to be where you can go ahead and start. It's just how to create your own one of these WYSIWYG, how to create your own agent and what do you want it to do for you.
Dude, it's
Which you
MySpace with an agent.
Right, 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 right. I mean, that's already happening, but it's just more like you have to use four different sources to do that and go over here and put your name here and do a folder here. I think they just want everything to be on one basket.
Do we
I don't
have
know.
to have Marzalek as a friend on our front page? Is he going to be everybody's friend?
Is he gonna change? Wait, we don't know. I mean, once his eyes go like lasers, right? Then we know he's official.
Oh,
okay. Blanks, I think you were right that it's gonna be a wrapper for OpenClaw.
yeah. I think. Well, it's going to be a personal service. It's either a wrapper for OpenClaw or their own like white label version. For me, man, it didn't seem like it was worth it because I'm such a homebrew guy. Like, man, I want my own. Like, I want to host my own email domain and get blacklisted by Google. Like that sort of a thing. So, like, I don't know. I was signing up for it and I looked at it and I went, nah, I can't do it. This is too much like, is there interest? Let's find out if we should use this website for this. And then in 2 months they'll relaunch something else.
Blanks, do you host your own local node?
No, no, I used to. I used to do all that stuff, man. I used to love that stuff. But it I don't know. I I'm an old casino guy, and if there's not like real like dopamine involved with the value, I don't really find it valuable, so I stopped doing it.
I feel you.
I I guess if I could find peace making pennies without thinking about it and finding that my life is meaningful and doing things with those pennies, maybe. But at the same time, I don't know. There's some joy to the struggle. I guess I'm self defeating that way. At this point, though, man, I'm going to be hosting local LLMs long, long after. Like I've got my checklist of like I want a Mac Studio. I need like a stack with all these video cards. I want to run local coders. I want to run.
So sorry, I just saw a tweet from the founder of Crypto.com and DAI.com saying that they're gonna start rolling out the live product to users who signed up within 48 hours, and that was 18 hours ago. So I assume soon we will find out. I pinned it here in case you want to go check it.
If he can implement it in a way that most people like it and want to use it, it could change a lot of perspectives on how everything works. If it's just like a weird branded crypto crossover thing, I don't think it's going to work too well.
Well, yeah, but they would ask for your wallet, not your credit card, if they want to
I We
thing,
ask for
right?
wallets, man. We ask for credit cards. We don't ask for wallets when we're trying to get people in. We don't, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, true.
that's the rule.
But it
You
did
make it
feel
simple.
like, I don't know, a half-baked thing. Like Lex said, it crashed when they launched the ad, and the whole budget was like for
That's
70
part of
million
the
for the
marketing
domain name.
genius sometimes, man, is to make you really feel like they cheaped out on it.
30
But the
mil for
thing is
10
that,
seconds.
yeah, it's the thing that they spent like 100% of their budget on marketing, nothing on the product. You know what I mean?
Sounds pretty VC intensive to
Did you
me.
did you guys see the Coinbase commercial with
No.
just a very simple? I'm not sure if it was Backstreet Boys or NSYNC. I'm not sure, but it was just like words coming up, like if you're doing how do you call it? When you're doing the sing along, the video.
Karaoke.
Yeah, it was like karaoke, and then it was, and it's like everybody, yeah, yeah, and it was just like wording going on, and it was like, and at the end it was just Coinbase, and it just literally had the lyrics for like the whole song, and then people were trying to upload like their where they were watching it and how everybody was singing along, and at the end when it said Coinbase, it was like, ah, fuck that, I was so mad. I didn't realize how many people hate everything that has to do with crypto.
Yeah.
It's like, holy
Jeez.
shit. It's like,
Well, for that reason, man, that's called a rug pull. They rug pulled on that ad, like emotional rug
that
pull
was
right
the
there.
rug pull. Yeah, they literally they doubled down, you know. But it was funny because it's just like when you see those videos, you're like, oh, that's even funnier.
I think the OpenAI ad pulled like the best as far as like opinion. Like it got the best feels out of people.
But I'll tell you, crypto and AI ran it. They ran it. It was 75% of all the ads, and it
Yeah,
was
but
pretty insane.
you saw the halftime show and the commissioner's reaction to that. Like, I mean, they're making money decisions. They're not making brand decisions right now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that the AI and blockchain basically took all the space because it was only they said there was certain people that weren't able to even get a spot.
Yeah.
There was not enough time.
Well, I would prefer Super Bowl ads over like Coliseum names. Honestly, I don't want to go to Binance Stadium, but like I'd love to see a Binance Super Bowl ad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when they finally released my funds on the Chinese side, I'll see a fucking ad. She's been in there since 2017.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't want to talk about it.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk about it. I want to talk about it. So what's going on with Tezos?
Chillin'. Chillin'.
Are we rich yet? Insert
We
meme.
just
Are
got
we rich yet?
what did we get? Our first perp over here in the United States. Little XTZ contract going. Little small guy.
Oh shit.
Bitnomial, I think it was, launched that.
By the way, did anyone try the tool from Jack Tezos about the notifications with
I
the
saw
interesting
something
name?
like that. I saw something like that.
Fart noises or what was it? So Jack.
Is that really the name of it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Let me find it.
Smells like success.
Fart
Well, it
noises
smells
is
like
out.
something.
There we go. Yeah. I just pinned it up here.
That's so great. Let me see this thing.
I know he had some people testing it, but apparently he has it out. So it's for Telegram or what is it? Let me see. Or email. Yeah. You're laughing at the name, right?
Yeah, well, just, it's like going from these headlines like Bitnomial, like CTFC regulated, like
And then you have fart noises.
AI.com, guaranteed delivery 48 hours, hundreds of fart noises.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I did the same
but you
thing. I did the
but
same thing.
but
That's
you
where we're at.
remember this one.
I love this place. I love this place we live at, man.
Crazy.
So good.
Dude, I like to invest in artists that I don't know and stuff like that. A couple weeks ago I went in and I just got a couple little things. Maybe spent like a whole 10 Tez. Um and as I'm collecting, I throw it on different screens and projectors just to see, what it looks like, what's it going to look like in an exhibition. And I'm like constantly like just rotating the art like in my place. And as I'm ready to like download like the actual like art from like let's say objects, I went to try to download what I just got. I think it was like 2 weeks ago, and there's a red bar across the screen on the object says, "Oh, interaction with this thing is prohibited." Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, "What happened?" So evidently, I don't know what happened, but now I don't have access to it.
Probably it could
So
be like copy minted or
it
something.
probably complimented. Is there a red phone or like what does that happen when that happens? Do I get my Tez back? That's never
No.
happened. And all the shit that I have, that's never happened to me. I mean, I definitely don't want to support someone who's copy minting, right? That
Right.
Yeah.
that right. But so I don't know what's the
I
process there.
burned every single one of those and considered it, unfortunately, a donation to a poor scammer.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure about the process either, but I
But
think that
why,
it's a
if
manual
that's
process.
so if that's the case, why is the account profile still active? Wouldn't that be like if
I don't know. You
I'm not sure it
might have to
is.
dig.
Are you sure it is?
I went in and they're still showing stuff and they still have stuff going and I'm thinking myself, I haven't had a chance. I've been super busy, but in the next couple of days I'm just gonna forward it to one of our Earth Angels
It
and
might
be
be
like,
minted somewhere else or have like existence
mm,
somewhere else. The object is real big on that.
mm,
If you mint somewhere else, don't mint there. You know what I mean?
yeah, I'm gonna
So
I'm gonna check it out.
it could also just be a mistake. So don't go burning things just because I said that's what I do. But every time I've done it, it's clearly been like the account you can't even interact with.
I learned it from watching you.
Yeah, well, I give bad advice.
I've been wearing bandanas for an entire week. Don't judge me.
Oh, I gotta find. I don't have one. Sorry, I would put one on right now, but I don't have one. I had my hat on backwards
Awesome.
and got accused of wearing a bandana. I said, okay.
Are you on video as well right now?
Yeah. No hat today. I cut
Can
the hair. I shaved, kind of. I just look scruffy.
He is streaming the space at the same time on YouTube or X, and
Oh yeah, let me check. I haven't even
is
checked
it
to see
Twitch
if.
as well?
should we
Um,
should you
yeah.
do interviews like that too or no?
What
Oh yeah,
interviews? What do you
he
mean?
streams all spaces.
Like the next time you guys interview someone, should they also be if they want to partake on a video? That way,
Oh,
well, that actually. So here's my thing. Okay, that's my own brain sending me messages. So the message I just received was the question I wanted to ask was if you can do that where you can showing yourself and blah 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 when we're doing the interview with someone, if beforehand they can send you images so that way we have some context as what we're talking about, maybe their art and stuff like that. That way there's more of a show and tell aspect of it. Is that too much? Do we have the tools for that with what you're doing?
I
Can you
mean,
do
yeah.
slideshows and stuff?
I can set something up like that for sure. We we don't really have a big social footprint, and these spaces don't get much distro, and video seems to travel a lot further for its weight. So we were hoping to kind of start developing a format that works something along those lines. I have lots of empty space, so yeah, I'd be willing to work with you. I can figure out how to
I
automate
think
it. I can figure out how to
I think that would be
manufacture.
dope. I mean, obviously, when it comes to tech and stuff, I know Kevin goes down the rabbit hole. Like, the fuck did he just say? So,
Mhm.
those charts and stuff like that, it's a little different, right?
Yeah.
But when we're interviewing artists and stuff like that, it would be great, because yeah, one thing is like clicking the billboard and now it takes you somewhere else. But if for those of you who can actually look at the video as well, or should I say the syndication, they can see exactly, and the artist can talk about it, stuff like that. Where even if the artist doesn't want to be part of the video, their art can be,
Mhm.
and that way we could see it. And if it's motion or whatever the case is, I think
Yeah,
that'd be
I can run video. I could do a slideshow that rotates artwork. I could do a lot of stuff. That sky's the limit. I normally, unfortunately, like I think it would be like pie charts and like graphs and like text spreadsheets. That's my usual guess.
true.
Yeah, I think that would pop. I think that would be great. I'm always open. I mean, don't get me wrong. I loved it when I didn't have to do anything and you didn't see my face and I wasn't streaming to 3 different platforms. And I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I was happy. I was happy being in my shell. But this does seem to get a little bit more reach. And it's good practice,
And
right?
then are those then kind of downloaded? Are they captured? Are those recorded? The video as
Yeah,
well? And
they're stuck on my channel. I'll never delete them. I mean, unless I have to or I'm forced to, but I'm not I'm not trying to.
right.
Yeah,
And that's great because then they're exported and if the artist would want it for their portfolio, hey, I got interviewed by those crazy guys who were at Tezos, and
Mhm.
they can use that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one thing that we did
Sounds
notice. There was like nothing to point back to after like a certain amount of time with spaces. So, trying to figure out a way to keep them a little better, I don't know, handled, but I don't know how to
They did
express
say
a space in video
so should
format.
like a so should like a place like Taya have like also syndicate like Tezos spaces? Did you miss this space? That'd be great. Like a little, I don't know, something where people can upload their spaces and their dates. It's
I
interesting.
think the Tezos community has their calendar. We're on that thing. I would recommend getting on that. That's a great thing. Everything that's going on in that community, everybody who uses that, they all use that calendar, and it's a pretty good one. At times, it rivals like official calendars in certain groups. Just saying.
yeah,
Shout out to the Tezos
the
community.
Tezos, the Tezos.com, and then you click on the calendar, and
Wait,
you can.
did
You,
go for it? I'm sorry.
no, I was gonna say that you can add even your own events and your own spaces or whatever you want, or you can just see, what's going on
Mm-hmm.
during that day. And yeah, since you were talking about it, why don't you guys go to YouTube and find Blank's live and subscribe to him?
It's
Maybe
fine.
we'll get some more
It's
listeners.
great. It's wonderful. I appreciate you. I, I'm
I
not
mean, we
looking to.
never pushed it. We mostly wanted to have the archive of the spaces there, because
Mhm.
as you said, X doesn't keep them. But yeah, why not?
It's
Blanks,
been a
what
fun experiment.
what's your what was your original handle on YouTube?
My handle over on YouTube, I think it's just I think it's Blanks Live at
Right
Blanks
now,
Live.
yeah,
What is Blanks?
It's short for Brandon Langston, which is my name.
Dude, that sounds important.
B Langston, B Langs, Blanks. In
So
Call of Duty, I would wear the bling tag, and then people would be like bling blang, and just anyway.
that's the last sound you hear before you get shot. Ding dang.
Everybody likes to just clown on Blanks. Blanks seems like it's I don't know, it's as foreign as a name as it can be, but at the same time, once you know what it is, it's just like, oh, I guess, yeah.
All right, well, things are about to happen. I just subscribed, buddy.
Oh, appreciate you, bro.
Boom.
Go me.
Boom.
Be sure to hit that notification. No, I'm kidding.
It's like automatic. Hold on, I'm hitting a bell.
Ah!
Ding.
Oh, you're funny.
We're gonna rename you to Mr. Blanks.
Mr.
Now, this has been a fun journey. It's a total experiment. Learning like where the eyes go when you're watching video. Like, I mean, for an artist, I'm sure you guys explore that on a regular. Like, and as a collector myself, man, I'm constantly like, where am I supposed to be looking, and where am I not, and why am I drawn to it? And
You guys are better than me. I don't like being on video, but when I'm on it, I'm like, I go back and look at it. I'm like, oh, I'm such a dork.
oh,
But yeah, it looks pretty. It looks. I need to go through some of this stuff.
oh yeah, I have a few videos. I was trying it with the vertical. I think I could do it now. I was having weird bandwidth issues. I fixed all my streaming settings. I'm just an amateur. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm learning. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed that I was able to actually figure out how to stream to 3 different platforms simultaneously without like using a third party. So I've always been more of like a jailbreak or a homebrew kind of guy if I can. I mean, I'll pay for a good service if it really does what I need it to do. I mean, you pay the man to do what he does, but I mean, you can grow carrots in the backyard and they're going to taste better. Why not? You know, don't go spend $2,500 to make a chicken sandwich that is just mid. That's all I'm saying. You know, I'm surprised Ryan hasn't requested to be up here. He's usually like the first one up.
I saw him being with Kevin in the Tezos, the Tuesday tea space with Mug.
Kevin's
they
here
probably
too.
talked out.
So maybe, yeah, they probably took too much over there as well. But I think that was an important one. It was about the Iranian people and everything. I think, but
Yeah,
I wasn't able to tune in. So yeah, shout
Well,
out to
I
them
want to
as well.
say hello to all you all down there. Thank you for joining us. Oh, we scared Ryan off. I love it. Oh, nice.
He came
Kevin,
back,
I think,
and now we have
requested.
2 requests, both of them.
Nice.
I am hey. What
I am hey.
what have I been?
Hello, hey,
have I
hey.
been,
Like the chicken?
have I been summoned?
Are you like a genie? If we rub the lamp, you just show up?
I think so. That's how I come up to these things.
You live in an oil lamp?
That sounds nice actually. Yeah, it sounds very relaxing. You don't have to deal with all that other stuff happening outside of the lamp. And once in a while, someone rubs the lamp and you're like, give me a wish. And like, okay.
And then you have to be
Then
as,
you go
like,
back. Then you
as,
go back.
like,
Sounds like a pretty sweet
maliciously
gig.
compliant as possible. Like they ask for $1 million and you give them like all these like stampeding deer come chasing them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Or just ask for 3 more wishes.
Sorry, that's against policy.
Yeah, that's against the rules.
I wonder what the genie does in that lamp. Kind of curious
I feel like
now.
that's like it gives you the 3 wishes, but they don't work. Like there's some caveat, you know, like sure.
Yeah, you gotta fuck with them a bit,
Yeah.
right? And that's what makes the job fun.
The nature of it.
So, yeah.
Kevin, are you up here with us too, bro?
This is a community call, right? Yeah, okay. I came
Yes,
in
it
late
is.
because I was in another spaces and I like Kryptonia said talking about Kevin was there too, actually. So
Welcome.
Yes. I can't post anything here
so
either.
what are you guys talking about?
When you start something from desktop, you can't like there's no community thread Or there's no chat thread. Oh, I can post it
Oh
from the
yeah,
top. I can't. There's no chat
you
thread.
mean the comments,
opposite.
right, for the space?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. When you host it from PC,
why?
you don't get. I don't know, man, because it's X, it's alone. I don't know. It's been like that for months now. If you host it from your phone, you do get the comment section. So weird.
I do have one quick announcement. We just launched our donations page on Taya as of this morning. So it's been in the works for a while. Some of you might have already seen it in the preview, but yeah, so please give us some money. So if you make a donation, we actually have a leaderboard now. It'll recognize the people that have been supporting us. We also have another one for the fountain, the Taya fountain, which subsidized artists for minting costs. Scott's been running that for several years now, so it's the same thing, but now we're just getting a little better at recognizing, people who have supported us. So
Ryan,
take-
it would be nice. It would be
yes,
nice if you made a post about it from
I
the Taya
did.
account as well. Where is it? I can see it.
Oh, I made a post about it.
Yeah, from your personal account.
Yeah, I don't have access to the official Taya account, so that takes a little while. Because we have someone else handling the social media. So, but we're doing a lot of dev work.
Are you guys going to get an AI agent?
It's okay. We have Mao, who's considered an AI by this site.
Better than an AI.
She's pretty well programmed, I gotta say. We're actually talking about that for a while. Other spaces. But yeah, we're gonna. I signed a new contract with Joe, who's the dev I've been working with. And we'll be pushing a lot of features into Taya itself over the next couple months. So we're looking forward to it. Yeah, so there's some of that information in the post itself.
Sorry, Ryan, I'm scrolling through your feed.
Really?
Which post is it? Yeah, I can't
No,
find it for some reason.
no. I had that issue too. Like I was like, I made a post and I'm like, where is it? So weird.
Is it in your draft
Okay,
box?
I said it is in the replies tab.
It's in the
because
reply one, even though it's
Yeah, because you started with the tag of the Taya community.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
you
what
gotta hit a
happens?
you gotta hit a dot.
Yeah.
You gotta hit a dot first, or else it does a reply.
Okay.
Back in the day
Jesus.
when you would send messages on Twitter before there was a DM, that was how you actually sent messages on the platform.
Oh yeah, I kind of remember that actually. Okay, so okay, you see this post then. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. Actually, pretty excited about it.
Is it as cool as fart noises?
Yeah, that's when I came in and you guys were talking about. What I was like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? So that's why I decided to sit on the side for a little while and try to garner some, get some context.
Jeez.
No, that's the
Fart
combo you want to
noises is-
dive into head first, bro. You just dive into that one.
Oh, it's
No
it's
stress.
that project. Yeah, Jack has been doing, huh?
Yeah, it's the notifications tool that Jack created.
So good.
Wow.
What a
I know he's been
funny
talking
name.
about it for a while, but I haven't seen in detail.
So good.
Okay. Oh, it's notifications. I see.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Check it out. So does it actually make fart noises? Have you guys tested it?
I just
No.
found out about it, and I can't bring myself to
No,
test
I haven't
it while
tested
we're
it.
on air.
Fart.jtez.xyz, of course. That's the URL. transfer notifications, purchase activity, offers. Hey, this is pretty useful stuff.
Yeah,
Oh.
all his tools are useful.
I know. Now he's really on top of it. Like,
Is it fast alerts for rich traders? Is that why it's fart noises?
hold on, I'm gonna test it out.
Did you see the Hanji thing I put up top?
Hanji thing. Which one?
In Monad We Trust.
Yeah. What's that?
The UI is very nice.
Which they identified as their L1 as well too. So that speaks for itself.
Oh wait, I'm in the wrong wallet. But it says in I see in my wallet, and it says you are connected to fart noises. manage connections.
Okay, and it says that you don't have to connect your main wallet. You can connect everything from any wallet, and the new one with zero balance.
Yeah.
Set up the boat. Hold the fart token. Okay.
Failed to
Connect
track,
Telegram.
but oh wait, there now it's working.
You connect. Okay, to Telegram. By the way, you saw the announcement with Discord about them, planning to add some sort of KYC and stuff like that.
Oh,
Bro, I got
yeah.
hit by some like response from Discord like immediately.
That's gonna be, I don't know how they are gonna
A
handle it
lot
or
of people are
implement it.
really like up in arms about that right now. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it turns out.
Discord's
It
response
affects, yeah.
2 hours
Affects
ago.
us. Uh-huh.
Discord is not requiring everyone to complete a face scan or upload an ID to use Discord. The vast majority of people can continue using Discord exactly as they do today without ever being asked to confirm their age. You need to be an adult to access age-restricted experiences, such as age-restricted servers and channels, or to modify certain safety settings.
Yeah.
So for the majority of
the thing
adult
is that-
users, be able to confirm your age using information they already have.
Yeah, it's going to make things very complicated on our end because we have people who don't want to be identified, right? And then, but
If
it
you want to
depends how
opt
they
into their
enforce it.
adult experiences, then you have to become age identified.
Yeah, I don't know what that
Bum, bum, bum,
means.
bum, 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 bum,
Ryan,
bum, bum, bum,
They
bum,
might be
bum.
gating
Ryan, did you-
servers. Who knows?
I mean, it's
Ryan, did you
necessary.
click
The
anywhere on the
spam,
site.
the spam on Discord, and like the one main thing I manage, like for the Tesla one, it's driving me out of my mind. Like it's just like a part-time job just to get rid of it. I tried all kinds of bots to help manage the spam. It's never foolproof, and they always route
Yeah.
around it. It's so fuck it. Do the goddamn KYC. But you know they're getting you're getting rid of the Tezos dev Slack. It's retiring.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So there's no more
Yeah.
Slack to communicate anymore.
Sorry,
It's only Discord.
Cryptonio, were you saying something earlier?
Yeah, I was telling you, did you click on the site of Jackstool? Like click
title?
anywhere. No, click anywhere randomly.
Oh, hold on.
With sound on.
You're trying to make him like color outside the lines, bro.
I don't. Nothing's happening, or is maybe my browser is blocking it. Hold
Every
on,
time you click like anywhere on his site, on the Fart Noises site, it makes a sound. Characteristic sound.
I don't hear it. Maybe I'm too deep inside the site now. I already did a bunch of stuff.
I don't know.
Hey,
You
this
already
looks
did it
cool
all.
though. Or I already synced my wallet and all that. So can't go back to the main site anymore. Oh, log out. Oh. No, I don't hear sounds. No.
I don't know why.
I do. I hear it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I definitely hear it here. Let me see if I can.
It might be my browser.
Do you not have sound active on your browser?
No, I have I'm on paranoid mode
Paranoid
all
mode.
the time.
Paranoid mode.
Well, you know, okay, I hear it. I don't hear that. No, I don't.
What was that?
That's
That was
the.
the sound.
Sounded like a frog farting.
Well, that's the sound it makes.
Maybe he's
Anywhere you
A/B
click.
testing it. Do people like the farts or not? So you got the fart version. I got the regular version.
The fart version.
Yeah, very nice site though. I don't think it's here right now, but go Jack.
Very nice. Yes. Ooh, I like the interaction on the cards. It's a good Electron app. Good job. Fart. Anyway, sorry, I'm playing with farts over here. Being childish. I've been told by many people to grow up. I've often stopped being friends with those people.
Well, I mean, nobody's gonna do that just because you tell them. God.
Oh, grow up, Brandon.
grow up, Brandon.
I've heard that one a lot.
Aren't you married and have 2 kids?
Oh, my wife
not
doesn't
good
actually
enough.
say that to me at all. She doesn't have to. She just kind of makes a noise, and the eyes roll back far into the head. And
She just needs she just needs to roll her eyes a bit, right?
Yeah,
I can so much relate to that.
I just I don't have to say anything. Just like, and like just even like from the other room, I know that and she doesn't even see me, but she knows like I've disturbed the air
the
somehow.
truth is nobody ever grows up, man. They just get older.
I think we
We'll
just stop
change
caring.
our toys.
You know, we get older, we stop caring. We're still just as clueless. Maybe we're more clueless. Have you seen that like chart, the distribution of like age? Like, I don't know, like 20s and 30s, you're like sprinting, and then it's just you're in decline.
But I haven't noticed any correlation of maturity and age. You know, it's just on a person to person basis. Like sometimes I look at my dad and like even my parents. I'm like, oh man, really? At your age, you know?
They just raised you right.
Everyone's a kid, and inside at the end of the day.
Yeah, maybe. Crash boom. That was a good one to end it on. That's funny. Start listening. Maybe. Request.
Is whatever, like it's a person. And so I didn't understand either. And so I asked Grok, and then it explained that drop.art account is designed in a way, like the X account, to be like a personality, Drobit and Drabina, and it talks as though it is a person. Like the mascot is a person who runs the account and made the site. It's kind of cute.
Is it like
Yeah.
Ongo?
But it was very confusing to me. It's like, that is weird. Why? Who is this? It's the rabbit mascot in the thing. Any of y'all try it? Been using it?
I tried it in the past. Like I remember they had that, poll resemblance with everything, every mint growing the test ball. Did you try it, Kevin?
No, not yet.
Wait,
So
let me
it's a
find it,
the
like-
distinction
So-
is it's meant to be like low cost NFT, or like what's the I mean the form factor is different, but what is the defined difference between it and object?
Um, I think it was like for not generative, but like you could drop um like collections, like PFPs and stuff, and you would have your own page or something like that. I think
It's
actually
blind
Yoshi
minting.
covered it. Wait, give me a second. There we go. I'm pinning up an article that Yoshi wrote about it. Made made a deeper dive into it. But if you go to the site right now, that's fun. And you click the live button,
Jesus Christ.
it will take you to the test ball. And you can see every mint grows the test ball higher and higher. That's 600 meters right now. I don't know how many feet that is, if you ask me.
Come on,
do
you
some
got to know
calculation.
U.S. measurements, man. Everybody in the world needs to know our measurements.
Okay, is it like, what is it? Is it a
Interesting.
2.54 centimeters per inch, 12 inches per foot.
yeah?
Learn to speak American.
Dang it. You guys use
I
miles when you
did.
drive.
Aye, man. Why y'all tripping, man?
Why are you laughing at your own jokes?
I laugh because we're so American. It's not that I'm laughing at our jokes, man. I'm laughing at the fact that like we're so just like that's such
This
just
is
the
beautiful,
American
this poll.
stereotype. It's so funny that that is how it is. That's why it's funny.
We tried the metric system in the 70s, and everyone was like, fuck that. But here's the thing, last time I was in the UK, right? They use miles for everything. I
Yeah,
thought
they
they
do.
were
They
all about
talk
the
in
metric.
miles.
Like the
Mm.
road signs were all miles. The navigation of the Uber drivers thing was in miles. Like, oh shit, son.
Yep, but they use meters. They don't use feet and yards and everything.
This poll that they have on the drop.art, this is amazing. How did they even make this? That's so cool.
Yeah, every new mint gets
This,
added there.
but this infinite poll,
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's beautiful. Holy shit. Like, who thought to do this and was like, I'm going to make this? And then they made it. Oh, and it has like a perspective view and like the angle. Jesus Christ.
I wonder if it's like VR enabled. I wonder if you can actually just fly around it and see it.
You can't have sex with the pole blangs. Get your head out of the gutter.
I didn't go there. Didn't quite go there.
You're like the worst at improv. You're supposed to like yes and what I say.
Oh.
You
Okay.
gotta be
Yeah,
like,
go,
hey,
go,
you
go
know,
with it,
that's my
man.
dream. You gotta embrace it.
I
Like,
see.
that's not what I said. Great improv blanks.
Yes. I see.
You don't have to literally say yes and.
Yes. And I see.
That's the most half-assed yes and.
Yes. And I see. I'm gonna clone that. I'm gonna clone that.
You
Put
gotta
it into
add
like
something.
no. I'm gonna just clone that and then put it on touch to type, and I'm gonna type it out and then have it say it for me. Like not even a recording of me saying it. Like have the AI say it so it's even flatter, and then I'll record that.
This is so beautifully engineered.
What are you guys talking about? Sorry, I missed. I think I
Tez
The
missed.
pole
giant
and
pole on
drop.art.
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 And then click the live button.
Oh,
How did I not
wow.
know of this till now?
Who made this?
It's kind of
You are
new.
not reading our
The
article.
object people.
Not
Oh,
I
reading
mean,
this
wow.
week.
we did an article
Drobit and
about it last
Dravina
month.
made.
I think we did a
Okay.
few things. I think we even talked about it before your show last week, buddy.
I mean, I knew of drop.art, but I didn't know that like they had this thing.
Well, now
Yeah,
you
they
have
Well,
drop
well, to be
art
fair,
and
it is
fart
kind of
noises.
hidden, right?
And it's a hard thing to like show in like a promotion on X. Like even if you took an
Yeah.
animation of like a video of it and show, like you would think you're just seeing a video. Like you have to. It's one of those things where you have to just like be on that thing and interact with it to really appreciate what it's doing.
I guess it got kind of drowned out by other stuff. Yeah, this is cool though. Wow. Does it keep on going forever? Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, it starts from 0 meters from the ground, which were the first means, and the latest ones get
So
added
it's
above.
chronological.
Yeah.
Huh. Curious to see what's at the bottom. Hey, what the hell? Oh,
Is anyone going to East Denver from this crew at all? Anyone going to make their way there this year?
I'm done with conferences.
Gotta save my money.
That too.
Plus, it's just going to be there. It's not even going to be a Tezos booth there. There's going to be an Etherlink
Yeah.
thing. So, yeah.
I mean,
I went the
There's
last
also
2 times. I think.
Consensus in Miami.
Yeah, I want to go to Consensus.
Is
Of
it
course,
in May?
Tezday.
When is it?
I haven't, but the thing about ETH Denver, I went the last 2 times, and there's something about it. Maybe it's because it's like the winter. uh, like there's like this winter blues kind of element to it. I feel, and maybe because people are just always like in the ETH world or like waiting for something that's and they feel kind of stuck, you know. But I always feel like that kind of a vibe that's not the same as certain other crypto conferences where
That's their whole thing, though. That's what Ethereum is now. Waiting for stuff that's not going to happen.
you know.
you know.
I mean,
Wow, that
I
is yeah.
right. You got to look at the price of it now, and it's probably going to go lower. I think it's going to bottom at below 1,200 by the time this
Wouldn't surprise me
bear
at all.
situation happens. Because it was at that price when, like in the last spring, when BTC was dipped into the 70s. Now we're in the 60s and shit. So ETH hasn't really come down to where it needs to. But like last time, it took it took a little time to get there. But it's like that's the price I remember it being in 2016 or 2017, right?
Yep.
So when
I
those
remember that very
people
well.
try to
Yeah.
leverage that and be like, "Oh, look at where ETH is, look where Tezos is," it's like, what the fuck are you bragging about? You were at the same goddamn place you were many, many years ago, like 10 years ago. What you talking about? Tezos didn't exist yet. So
Yeah, I don't know. They
nothing grows.
if you look at CryptoPunks, right? They made no changes to it. It's exactly the same as it was back when it first launched, And they're just risk averse, right? That's what their culture is. So it's just
No, they're just too
very
fragmented to get anything done coheasively. It's
yeah,
a
but they're
completely
just kind
incoherent
of
system. So
paralyzed and
Vitalik last week was going on about, you had that post about it,
yeah.
uh, where he was just like, "The fuck are we doing?" Which is kind of ballsy to
Yeah.
say
I
to
mean, I
like
gotta get
people who
him.
put.
I gotta give him credit. He's fairly honest, about more
Think
than he
about
usually
how
get.
many tens of billions or like maybe hundreds
I
of
know.
billions of dollars and all that manpower and all those companies and
Yep. And
governments that
he's
have
just
trusted
like,
in that L2 environment that they've been creating
yep.
for
And he's
or
like,
fostering for
this whole
years.
thing, I don't know. Oh man.
Yeah.
Man, I'm looking at the early mints on Object, like all the way to the bottom. It's kind of funny how
Never agreed with him more.
janky the first mints were, and then you go all the way back up, and they're like, "Oh wow, it's so artsy."
You mean that dropped the tar?
Yeah. No, I'm on 0 meters and
Yeah.
slowly going my way up, and then there's sort of like
Well,
an evolution to
some
it.
people started, some people mint it really quick to get the first spot, so I suppose. So they mint it
I know, but
anything they had
it's part
available.
of the history, right?
Yeah. But it's pretty fun.
It is-
Anyway,
it is pretty
I do
fun.
want to do a final call for anyone done. You want to come up, share anything, because we will be wrapping up in a little bit. And obviously, Kevin or Ryan, if you have anything else to share, or Lex.
Nothing much. Just yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff on Taya over the next few months, so keep an eye out. That's about it.
Nice. So when you said Joe, do you mean Joe Simon? Who's
Just
the
Joe
dev that
Simon,
you were talking-
yeah, Joe
Joe
Simon.
Simon. Nice.
So he has a little bit more time now, so we decided to do a big sprint, and we're going to be integrating a lot of the contracts and the features that we've been working on at Tea Cafe, and we're going to be integrating it directly into Tea because that's where the users are right now. So thought it makes sense to build it up from where the community already is. So yeah, I think it's gonna be great. So it's
Awesome,
yeah,
man.
pretty excited.
What about you, Kevin? Did you have anything
Um,
new with the Teslink testings and
Yeah.
stuff?
Well, for Tesfin, we deployed new interest rate, not just new interest rates for Talon, but like a whole new model that finally adds like a kink. Probably should have done earlier. Well, what that means, like, so the numbers don't radically change until you get to a high level of utilization, which is what most lending systems have. Um, so we have that now. I'll publish the details today, like on like what the kink level is for each pool.
So
And
sorry, you
then
said you published or you will publish?
I will today. I will.
Oh, okay.
And then yeah, so and we're going to. So yeah, we have the first Teslink decks out. Well, it's still don't even bother. Like it's very experimental. We're iterating. We just put out an update, but then the little widget disappeared. So now I'm trying to fix that. Um, and then yeah, the Tesfin on Teslink is going to come out shortly as well. So and
So
it's good.
can
I
you
mean,
explain a little
it's
bit? I know you
yeah,
said you will post about it, but can you explain a little bit about the rates
kinky.
not changing until
You want to know how we
Like,
got
do you
kinky?
mean like
The kink level, like what are you guys talking
Well,
about?
it was very late at night. So
what were you wearing?
yeah, so like so the way it's always where we've kind of modeled it off of like even before this, like the version 1 of Compound, where it was just a very straight supply and demand model. Um, and but like the issue with that is it's like you want to get people using it and like not see the rates like widely jump from an early, just with a little bit of borrowing, even
Yeah.
though mathematically somebody should come in and fill that void and then quickly, and then so the rates do come down. It's still like those gaps tend to cause issues. And people only want to supply once there's enough like depth of the pool that they can meaningfully supply
Yeah.
without something radically changing. And like so, what for Compound V2 and what other most lending pools in various ecosystems everywhere, what they do is they create this sort of a kink model, which means like, and the reason why it's called that is because if you look at a line of like the rate growth, like the kink would be like a pivot point of like a certain percentage of utilization where things start to uh, get steeper, and then that's the kink.
Yeah, like
Like
a
we set
curve,
at a
right?
certain point, yeah. So that's what we added, so that it's not until it's like a majority being utilized, a majority being borrowed. Like there is some movement, of course, while people borrow, but not until we get to a certain threshold do you start to see like the steeper growth of the APYs of for like
Gotcha.
a borrowing rate and lending rate. And that's meant to encourage like deeper activity that can scale faster and all of that. Um, so yeah, that's been something that's been on my mind for a while. And while we were redesigning them for Talon, because we had to anyway, because Talon has different block times, um, that like we're doing it for like we're adding that kink measure as well for this. So,
Nice.
and that's good. And that's also important. So, if you are borrowing, like,
Are there any differences, like anything
Mhm.
besides the faster speed? Like, are there any differences? That anything that you can do on Tesla that you couldn't do on L1 or not?
um, it's mostly, I mean, it'll be, I think for like in and of itself, like separately, it's really about the speed. and
Mm-hmm.
and what that can enable you to do, like the kinds of stuff you can get done with that. But like when we think about like broader Tezos X kind of a thing, it's like the cross state, the cross runtime
Yeah.
stuff kind of matters.
Yeah.
But I feel like that kind of a highlight. It like presumes a lot because it presumes there is a value add in this runtime and that runtime and not here to there, which so it requires a lot to be in place. I think we could get there. Like there are definite like models that make sense to try and encourage that. But I feel like we need to get orientated in what we're trying to do, which goes to what I keep saying about how we need that centripetal, like we're trying to get people into the core of Tezos, and we can utilize
Yeah.
Etherlink, we can utilize EVM stuff as like a conduit, and then we can do cool stuff like having a collateral on one chain, but you borrow on the other, like on one runtime and you borrow on the other, or you have collateral
Yeah, I'm
there
not
and you
sure
borrow
how
here,
that
and
would work. It would be interesting, but I'm not sure how that
tickets.
would work.
So the
Tickets,
ticket,
right?
the Mickelson tickets,
Okay.
yeah, they record
Allow you
basically
to
your
do that.
state
Yeah.
of what everything's done, and then and so the other runtimes are very aware of what that number is, and then you can avoid the double spend and just be as sure as anything else that this is exactly what the number is. So um, it requires there's so many like moving parts to that like I think for the way I pitch it is more about like the speed and all, and what you can do. It's I think flash loan kind of stuff can be definitely much more accessible, which is it's important for
Yeah.
debt swapping kind of stuff. I really want to get to the point with Tesfin where we can do the debt, like you can swap your debt for a different type of denomination, which is what I do constantly on Aave. And you can, same thing with the collateral, that you could swap the collateral for other types of collateral, but that requires scale in other areas to get done. But that's like the really cool thing, because if you know what you're doing, and
Mm.
let's say you're doing it right, and it, I'll tell you, it backfires too if you're doing it wrong. Like you can like say borrow USD stablecoin debt against your Tez or your Bitcoin or your ETH, and then it's like, okay, now you have this debt. But then if it's like, oh shit, you know what? I think ETH is going to go down. I think this thing is doomed, at least for this weekend. Well, what you can do is you can swap that USD stablecoin for ETH debt. Or the debt that's in your account for ETH debt. And then when ETH does go down in price, so too
Your
does
debt
the value of
shrinks.
your debt. And then you switch it back to
Yeah.
USDC, and you just saved yourself so much money without having to. That wasn't always the case. So
You're
Aave.
basically trading. You're basically
Mhm.
trading your debt as well. So
Yeah,
right.
and you could, but yeah, you could also increase your debt by accident. So that
Yeah.
that can
Yeah.
happen too. But
Kevin.
an Aave actually added an additional feature to that recently, which was adding limit orders to that, which was like, oh, thank God for that. And you can just kind of set it and move on to from it. Um, so it's only going to get more interesting and complicated from here, but
Nice,
it's a
nice.
good way to
Hey,
manage your
Lex,
debt.
wanted to
Yeah.
ask something?
Yeah, no, it's just when Kevin, what's up, Kevin? When he was describing
Yeah.
the debt part, it sounded almost like in stocks when you put a put or an option,
Mhm.
so you can actually make money on the way down. That's
Yeah.
similar to that, right?
Yeah, but it's like with the stocks are your equities, like they have the
Mm,
positive values. And what's, you know, i- these lending platforms had become so popular over these last few years, and that's part of why we've had such a big people using that to leverage and buy more Bitcoin as opposed to new liquidity coming into the crypto ecosystem to buy the stuff. But yeah, like borrowing against these assets as opposed to selling them has become more and more popular. I do it. A lot of people do it, but you got to be careful. And also, it's like, it's such a great feature because it's like, look, everybody knows these assets won't go up forever, and you do want a way to manage your debt. So you have your equity account, like that's the collateral you put up, and then you have your debt, and that's the stuff you borrow against it. And you can manage your collateral and maybe change that for other kinds of collateral, but you could also manage your debt and try to bring that down. So it's that kind of that duality, that binary way of thinking. Uh, it's very and that's how like when we think about like being your own bank and everything, I mean, that's how big corporations think. Like when they think of their debt to equity levels in that way. Like even if they don't need, if they have cash for things, they'll still just use debt to do it because they can, because it's cheaper, because they have more flexibility with it, and they'll just manage their debt some other way. It's a tool, and it's part of your money in as much as the equity is your money. I was always it's a weird thing I think for a lot of people to wrap their heads around. For me, I think there were many times when I should have used that I just didn't, because to kind of swallow that pill and accept debt into my life in that way, just conceptually was a bit like, why would I do that? It's debt. I don't want to do debt. Let me just sell this thing. When it's like, no, no, it's better to hold on to your crypto and then just borrow against it. Like, gives you more time to pay it back. Like that's becoming more and more the norm. So yeah. Um,
Interesting, interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh, but by the way,
Well
binary
said.
options and puts and calls and things, I think we're starting to see in the broader DeFi more use of or like things that reflect traditional finance. So it's not just trading like on a DEX and perpetuals, which is what it used to be, like leverage trading and perpetuals. Now we're starting to see futures. We're starting to see forwards. We're starting to see things that reflect the different types of instruments that we see in traditional finance, as opposed to just like the concepts that were created, like perpetuals. Like that's a fully crypto kind of a concept, um, but and now we're getting into other stuff, which I think is also very good to get to kind of blur the lines more and get kind of cross pollination from traditional finance to come in. Um,
could
I'm
you break
actually gonna,
down? Could you break
yeah.
down perpetuals just in a very high level?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's like you're not trading based on the like you're not buying an asset and then selling it when the price goes up or down. Instead, it's like you're betting on the change in the price of the asset, which is kind of a weird thing. But and in that way, you're actually kind of a so and there's other degrees of it, like there's power perpetuals, like it does require people on the other end who are willing to kind of take that bet effectively. So you can actually kind of it's dangerous, because like if the market goes in a different direction than you're going, then you could kind of get like liquidated at a price point that's not something you hoped for. Because so you're basically using the assets that you have in not a leveraged way, but kind of like not technically, but in sort of a way. Like there's kind of this common concept of like you're betting on the price change, and you could go up like certain multiples of growth on that level. So you could stand to gain a lot for just a little bit of a change in the price, but you could also stand to lose everything for a little bit of change in the price. So yeah, that's why they're very attractive to people who like to, and they're very popular for people who like to do the crypto trading, because like if they, they have the knowledge, they believe, of how the market's going to turn, and they're going to basically bet on it. Well, why not just do it that way as opposed to like and get many more
Um,
multiples of a return, But
yeah.
yeah, but you get
So
wiped. So be
real
careful.
quick before we close, because we are about to close. TTC came up with this community. Who is this? Is this Rubisco or is it? Yeah, it can't be MB, so it is Rubisco, is it? Hello, hello. You do see them as a speaker, right?
I'm gonna laugh if it was
I
an
do.
accident and they were like, "Oh no, I'm up here. I'm not. I didn't mean. Now they're just
Yeah.
gonna not say anything."
Yeah, they went down again. Okay, well, in that case,
Well, they
I think we
came
can
up to
wrap up.
post on the bulletin board. I see something on the board.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, that's a lot. That makes sense. There we go.
sneaky.
Quick little slide.
Yeah,
It's like
so
Artist Week
let me-
this week. Every month they dedicate 1 week to Tezos artists. Ooh,
all right. Good shout.
I think we just lost him.
Yeah. Well, go check it out. They will have their space on Thursday as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what you say, Blancs?
Oh, I see
Ready
you're
to wrap
back.
up?
One last chance, maybe.
No.
No.
Yeah, sure, but I still see them as a listener.
Right. Never know. Okay. All right, we'll wrap it up there then. That's fair. I want to thank everyone who came up and shared tonight. And thanks to everyone who stayed in the room and helped to chat. If you dropped a link, thank you. If you heard something you can help with, reach out. Remember, we're just a big community. It's a lot going on. We're just all trying to make it. So thanks again. I'm tired, Crypto. You wore me out, man. I don't know how you're doing this, dude.
I'm more tired, man, and I'm getting sick. I can feel
I've
it.
been I've been in spaces for a really long time today. I'm
All right,
worn
well
out too.
let's end it on high energy. All right, well, hey, thanks to everyone who spoke, and thanks to everyone who came in to chat. This has been Tuesday.
We're tired because
Tezday.
we got shit done. Okay, we were tired because we got shit done.
Did we, though?
We are.
I feel like, man, it's endless,
We
dude.
did talk about poop for a while.
Oh yeah, fart noises. Well, everyone, hey, stay curious, stay connected, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for joining.
All right. Take care, everybody.